It's so important to remind people that Chelsea Manning, the whistleblower in this case, is again in prison. Why is she in prison? She's in prison indefinitely right now for her refusal to participate in a grand jury proceeding that had at its center an attempt by the Trump Justice Department to criminalize national security journalism. You know, a lot of people will tweet and say, oh, Trump is attacking the free press. We need to stand up against this. Who stood up against it and already has paid a price? Chelsea Manning. Chelsea Manning was put in prison for 62 days for her refusal to participate in the recent grand jury. Then she was dragged in front of a new grand jury and said, I refuse to participate in this. And Chelsea Manning launched an all-out attack on the grand jury system in general, but also has talked about this in the context of a war on press freedom. Everyone who believes, as the New York Times has now come out and said, as other journalists are, that this is an assault on press freedom should be demanding that the ongoing persecution of Chelsea Manning end immediately and that she should be released from prison. Every media organization in this country should be demanding the dropping of the charges against Assange, particularly the Espionage Act charges, and the freedom of Chelsea Manning. In the other case that recently happened here, let's remember, the Trump Justice Department under Jeff Sessions, the first indictment that they issued was against Reality Winner, allegedly for leaking a document that was dealing with Russian military attacks or attempted attacks on U.S. software systems used to service the elections. Then they go after Terry Albury, an African-American FBI agent in Minnesota, on charges that he leaked information about their neo-COINTELPRO type operations, about the informant system and how they set people up. And then there was a BuzzFeed source that was indicted. There was a Senate staffer who they went after. Trump now is blasting through Obama's horrid record of 8 journalistic sources charged under the Espionage Act. But this happens in the context, too, of William Barr, who is an obsessive, compulsive addict of the unitary executive, the notion that the executive branch should be a dictatorship when it comes to national security policy. They are going after people who blew the whistle on war crimes. And for the news organizations that were publishing and selling their papers based on the risks that Chelsea Manning took, based on the risks that Julian Assange took, waited far too long. Far too long. You know, the famous speech that was given about when they came for the socialists, I didn't speak up because I wasn't a socialist. When they came for WikiLeaks was not yesterday, Amy. When they came for WikiLeaks started in 2010. And where was the outrage?